Hola, chicas. I'm here with the beautiful Rosal from Orange is the New Black. She's the newest cast member.
Yes.
And her character's name is Ouija. Can you tell us more about your character?
Ouija is, oh my gosh. Okay, so Ouija she is a tough cookie. She doesn't let anybody mess with her. I think she's also really strategic. I think a lot of the times people think, oh, she's just mean just to be mean. I think she really knows how to defend herself and knows how to defend her people. And she's incredibly loyal. Maybe, you know how like when you're super, super loyal, sometimes that can be to a fault.
Yes.
Maybe to her own detriment, maybe unintentionally to the detriment of the people that she's fighting for. But I think she's very complicated. Somebody that has to be that hard and that strong must have gone through a lot to have to kind of be comfortable being that way.
And how did it feel to join such a tremendous cast that everyone admires so much and loves this show? How did you even get started?
Well, thank you. It's such an honor to work with all of these women, to speak these words, to be a part of something that Jenji Cohen created, because I think that she's such a pioneer in business, in show business. She's opening so many doors for so many different kinds of women, so many different types. So to be a part of the show that I think revolutionized putting every single different body type, color, essence on TV in such a big way is an honor. I actually auditioned since season 1. So I've been going in every single season
persistence,
for so many
guys.
Yes,
persistence.
super persistent.
And you got on. Congrats.
And I got on. Thank you. So much fun. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So this is something you dreamed of for a long time.
Oh my God. I mean, look, it's one thing to I want to be a working actor. I want to be on TV. That's one thing. But when you say, I want to do really meaningful work in a huge platform, and then a project like this comes along, that's amazing.
And you entered into an intense season.
Oh my God, it was so intense.
It hit on real issues. What is your take on entering in such a momentum this season that everyone was like, wow?
Well, I think the beauty of it is that it is grappling with some serious issues in the criminal justice system, with Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes.
And I think there are a lot of television shows that might shy away from the current political state that we're in. And this show doesn't shy away from that. It dives right in.
That's what I love about it.
Right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like that, and I think that that's what made it even more exciting, to feel like I felt like I was witnessing history in so many different moments. And that was really special.
And you brought up before how you have all these different types of cast members.
Yeah.
And something that's important to you is body image in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why this is so important to you?
Well, here's the thing. You think about Hollywood, right? You think about acting, the acting business. Acting is not a craft that belongs to one body type, to one physique, to one race. Acting is an expression of the universal experience. Universal experience encompasses every single culture, right?
Yes.
Every single color, every single different body. And a lot of the times I feel like maybe a curvier, fuller woman has to play like the sidekick, or has to play like the punchline, or is merely delivering plot points, but doesn't get to be morally, psychologically complicated and both flawed and great at the same time, which I think every human being is. So I'm inspired by women like Dasha Polanco, for instance, who really, I think, is opening doors and breaking barriers. And I want to be a part of that movement, to show other women that may look like me, but watch TV or watch movies or go to the theater, and they're like, damn it, I don't see myself, I should quit. And I want to be one to say, no, you shouldn't. Push forward and show that your beauty is more than just the size of your pants, but show it with what you have to say and what you think and where your talent lives.
That's beautiful. No,
Thank
I
you.
definitely agree. And that show definitely shows that when you have all these women, and sometimes most of the time you have episodes where they're showing their natural beauty, and you have all these different
No makeup,
body
right?
Yeah, no makeup.
So scary.
You have all different types of bodies, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful. So I'm glad you're hitting on something in this topic, because we have so many young girls, especially fans of Chica, who want to see that. They want to see that on their TV. So is there anyone that inspires you in Hollywood who's doing the same?
Oh gosh, there's so many. I'm inspired by so many women right now. A name that comes up only because I think we're current age-wise is Gina Rodriguez, right? Yes. Here is somebody who is pushing through, not just with how she looks, which is what is imposed on women in the business. She's pushing through with her intelligence and what she has to say. And she's a vibrant Puerto Rican woman, right? We don't have enough of that that's being seen. We do have that. It's just that they're not focusing on us.
Exactly.
So I think someone like her, I admire her. I admire her tenacity. And I want to embody that as well.
Yeah, because they try to like, sometimes in Hollywood, you have these girls that have these fiery spirits and they have to like kind of like,
I know, tone it down.
Tone it down, and we don't want that. We want to see these fiery.
Yes, you want to see it.
We want to see these spirits. We want to see the Puerto Rican side. We want to see the Dominican side. We want to see all of those sides.
Absolutely, and it's very complex, right? We're not just one thing. We're not just like sassy and like funny and or like sultry or like super humble. Like we are. Everybody on the planet is equally complicated and full and shallow and deep at the same time. It's just our colors shine at different moments in our lives. And that's not just like a white person thing. It's us too, you know. Latinas, we're awesome.
Exactly. And for those who are just joining in to our Facebook Live, we're here with Rosal Colon, who plays Ouija on Orange is the New Black. She joined in season 4.
Yes.
And she fights for body image in Hollywood. And she's here telling us about her new character. So for those that are tuning in, can you tell us a little bit again about what your character is all about?
Okay, so Ouija is, she's really strong. She's really determined. She's really hard, right? And a lot of people use the adjective, they say that she's mean. I can't necessarily say that she's mean. I just think that she isn't afraid. She's fearless. She fights for what she believes in. And sometimes that has to be aggressive in a situation like jail, right? Where you have to survive at all costs. She's also incredibly loyal. And to a fault, to herself and to the people that she loved. But that's what makes her complicated and interesting.
How did you get started in acting in all of Hollywood?
So my mother founded Pregones Theater in the Bronx, and she's now the artistic director of the Puerto Rican Traveling Theater off Broadway. Oh, wow. And that started, I think, like 36 years ago. So my mother's water broke while she was in performance when the theater was in the basement of a church in the South Bronx, and I'm the one that made her water broke. So that's how I came into it.
You were meant to act.
I think so.
You were meant to act. You were born in the middle of a performance.
Right? I was born in the theater.
He was born in
I was born in the hospital, but it started happening in the theater.
So you can actually go around saying this to people. I was born in the theater.
Literally.
That's so much fun.
Yeah. So that I just like, I followed in their footsteps. At first, it was just like a hobby, and then I just saw how engaged their audiences were and how engaged they were in doing what they do, and I was like, wow, this could be more than just fun. This can be meaningful to other people, and so I went to LaGuardia Performing High School, and then I went to SUNY Purchase, their acting conservatory, and then I just started auditioning after.
And so look at you now.
I'm here with you, having a great time.
So what's next? What do you want to do in Hollywood?
Oh my God, I want to do so many things. Obviously, I love working on Orange is the New Black, but I want to create my own stuff. I want to, and not just me alone. I think we have such a rich community, but we're made to feel like only one of us can make it, and there's only room for one of us, and that's the biggest misconception ever, right? Like, no movement started because just one person stood alone with nobody around them. So I don't know how to produce yet. I'm not a writer yet, but I have awesome, fierce Latina women in my life who know how to do all of those things and are just as excited about it as I am. So I would love to sort of take control of our story by uniting with other fierce, fabulous Latinas.
Wow. But you have people like celebrities like Eva Longoria who are now directing and
she's
doing it all.
such a great example. Diane Guerrero on the show.
Yes.
creating
Yes.
her own show on CBS. I mean,
know.
that's a perfect example of somebody who's taking it on
Yes.
and giving a voice to us.
Exactly.
So that's great.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Rosal,
Thank
for joining
you.
us, and everyone for tuning in to our Facebook Live with Rosal Colon from Orange is the New Black. And stay tuned for more on Chica.
Yay.
Yay.
Bye, guys. Thank you.